Hi, I'm Kelly Hall, and I am the Executive Director of Supplemental School Programs for St. Mary's County Public Schools.
Please.
I oversee some major programs in elementary schools, the Title I program, Head Start, the Judy Center, early childhood, pre-kindergarten, and kindergarten. A lot of my work focuses on addressing students that are in poverty and making sure that federal monies are managed in a way that support them.
All right.
Title I is a federal program. It started in 1965. And the intent of Title I is to level the playing field. It's additional federal funding that comes to different school systems through the state Board of Education, from the federal government to the state government to the local county government. And it's designed to provide additional funding for children that are living in poverty. And it's to help level the playing field academically, to improve their achievement, to increase parental involvement, provides extra staffing, it helps keep class size low, extra materials, extra opportunities for parent engagement and parent training. The Judy Center, it's a program of support for children birth through age 5 that reside in a particular geographical area. And in St. Mary's County, we have two. One in the George Washington Carver Elementary School area, which is a Title I school with 82% of the students eligible for free and reduced meals. And the other one is at Green Holly Elementary School within that zone, also a Title I school with 62% of the children eligible for free and reduced meals. So it is a parent training program. It really, it's an outreach program that helps connect families to services, medical, dental, counseling. We're just about to start offering some early childhood evening family counseling through the Judy Center. There's parent training, parent workshops, any kind of academic support that they can provide to children birth through age 5. That's what they do. So it really is sort of an outreach to the community to help children be ready for school. Okay. Head Start it's very new that we have it in St. Mary's County under the public school umbrella. Recently there was a grant. We competed for the grant. We were able to win that grant, which we're very grateful for. It's an early learning program, and it's for children that are 3 and 4 years old. And we bring them into the school system, and they're taught by certified credentialed teachers in early childhood. The intent is to provide a developmentally appropriate learning opportunity for them, and also to give them nutritious meals and ensure that they have, good dental care, good health care to get them off on the right track. Hence, Head Start. Really, it's the hierarchy of need. We have to take care of physical needs, safety needs before we can ever get to the academic needs. And I think that applies in any situation with any circumstance. We are really looking at this as a whole child approach. You have to be properly nourished. You have to be in a safe and secure environment before you can ever get down to the business of learning to read and to do complex math. There's a hierarchy here. And so what we've been able to do with the help of the Church Without Walls is to really address children's needs holistically so that they are truly ready to engage in the academics of school. Makes learning a lot harder. Your children are not engaged in learning if they're hungry. They're not engaged in learning if they're fearful. They're thinking about what they need to do to protect themselves or how they can get something to eat. And so really, if we want to maximize learning, which is the mission of the school system, we need to get all those other pieces that foster learning in place. And without it, the learning is not maximized. There are a lot of stressors in the world. Certainly poverty is a big piece. And just because of the stress that poverty brings on a family, if they're worrying about how are they going to wash the clothes, or how are they, the car's broken down, or there's not sufficient heat in the home, they're not really able to help their children. The families are not really able to help their children focus on the academics because they're taking care of those, in that hierarchy of need, they're taking care of those basic needs. And so really, I think any help we can give to the community to help come together and take care of those needs so that our children can succeed then that's a wise thing to do. There are no words to adequately express what the Church Without Walls has done for the children in St. Mary's County Public Schools. And I can give you very detailed examples. We run homeless tutoring. About 300 of our children are identified as homeless. And we run homeless tutoring programs at the Title I schools and also at some of the feeder schools for middle and high school. Church Without Walls has purchased Kindles for those children so that they can use them. They have provided additional funding for me through Title I to use to supplement. The children are working really hard in those tutoring programs. Order them a pizza at the end of the day. You know, those kinds of celebratory kinds of things. Church Without Walls has donated lots of money, probably just recently $1,000 to establish food pantries and to really stock them as we come into the fall and winter at the Judy Center and at the Head Start classrooms. They have provided clothing and school supplies and book bags that are stocked with school supplies for children in need, toiletries and hygiene supplies and new clothes. And I just have to say, the congregation that is selecting those things are thinking about what a child would be proud and want to have. You know, there are, Hello Kitty book bags and, stylish clothes for the children. And so those things level the playing field. So no child is really worrying, I don't have this. And I know Pastor Goodwin had talked to me about he never wanted a child to not be able to graduate or be in a play or a program or a band concert because they lacked the appropriate clothing. That's where the Church Without Walls has helped me. We have Lunch and Learn, which is an opportunity for people to come into 2 sites throughout the summer and eat with their families. It's a federal grant. We're honored to have it. It runs through the Judy Center and our food services program. But the grant really only allows us to provide nutritious meals all summer up until someone is 18 years old. We saw parents coming in with children and eating from the children's plates. We can't break the rules of the federal grant. Church Without Walls responded and provided us some, a supplemental donation to pay for the parents so that they could eat as well. And so then we could feed everyone. Christmas time, there have been toys and Santa Claus and heating oil and bicycles and baby dolls and Christmas for children who probably wouldn't get very much. And that's come through the Church Without Walls. And then the inspirational piece. Pastor Goodwin brought James Brown, the sportscaster, to our school system. He talked with our children in summer school about how a serious work ethic can make all the difference, and he shared his own experience. He came back and talked with our high school broadcasting students at the Tech Center and really talked to them, answered questions. And, it's really important when you've got a lot of challenges. It's important for anyone, regardless of challenges, to see someone that has made such a contribution, such a success, and to say, I can do this too. And JB came and really talked to the students about, you don't have to be the smartest, you have to work the hardest. And that really resonated. The kids still talk about that. And he always promises that he will come back, and he has always been good on his promise. But that has just been a very inspirational piece. So in going back to the Church Without Walls, we've talked about our whole community. Mr. Smith addressed the whole community. We really need to address the whole child, and the Church Without Walls has helped us meet the needs of the whole child, emotionally, nutritionally, medically, in terms of, and that lets us do our job, which is meet the academic needs. So we're just very, very grateful. I want to say thank you. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for your willingness to be our partner and to work with us. Please continue. We are grateful for your help. We need your help, and it is making a difference in St. Mary's County Public Schools. Thank you very much.